Hello friends, welcome to Tips and Tricks in Mathematics. This is for class 11 students and the topic of discussion is straight lines. In this video, we'll be focusing on NCERT solution for exercise number 3. In the first problem, we want to reduce the equation 6x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0 into the slope intercept form and then find the slopes and the y-intercept. We know the equation is y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the intercept on the y-axis. So we need to find y equal to mx plus c form and determine m and c. So how do we do this equation? We take all other terms to right hand side except the y term. So this will be 3y equal to minus 6x plus 5. We have taken 6x and minus 5 to the right hand side. Then divide throughout by 3. We want to retain only y term here. So y will be minus 2x plus 5 by 3. Now let us compare this with this slope equation. Y equal to mx plus c. M is minus 2 and c is 5 by 3. So the slope of the equation is minus 2 and the y-intercept is 5 by 3. We want to reduce the equation into intercept form and find their intercept on the axis. So x by a plus y by b equal to 1 is the intercept form where a and b are the x and y intercept respectively. So how do we convert this into this form? So we take 12 on the right hand side. So this becomes 3x plus 2y equal to 12. Now we want to bring 1 here. So we divide all the terms here by the number 12. So this will become 3x by 12, 2y by 12 equal to 12 by 12, which is 1. So x by 4 plus y by 6 equal to 1. So this is the equation in the intercept form where the intercepts are 4 and 6 respectively on the x and y intercept. Find the distance of the point minus 1 comma 1 from the line 12x plus 6 is equal to 5 into y minus 2. So first we convert this equation into the equation of line form, which is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So we want to convert into this form. So we simplify this. So this will be 12x plus 72 equal to 5y minus 10, and rearranging the terms will give 12x minus 5y plus 82 equal to 0. So this is in this form where a is 12, b is minus 5 and c is 82. Now the perpendicular distance, the distance is the shortest distance or the perpendicular distance is given by this formula, mod ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. Here x1 y1 are the points minus 1 and 1 and a b c are from this line. We know that. So we just merely substitute here and get the answer as 5. Find the points on the x-axis whose distances from the line x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to are 4 units. So the distance is given as 4 units. So how do we get the points through which point it is passing? On the x-axis. X-axis means y coordinate is 0. So let that point be a0. We need to determine the value of a. Now we know the distance of perpendicular distance from a given line is given by this formula, and the equation is x by 3 plus y by 4 equal to 1. We want to bring it into this form, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So what we will do? We multiply by the LCM of 3 and 4, which is 12 throughout. So x by 3 into 12 plus y by 4 into 12 equal to 1 into 12. So this will get into this form, 4x plus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. Now a is 4, b is 3 and c is minus 12. We put it into this equation, distance equation, and it is passing x1 y1 is a0, and the distance is equal to 4, so we equate it to 4 and we compute a as 8, a equal to 8 or a equal to minus 2. So the required points on x-axis are minus 2, 0 and 8, 0. Find the distance between parallel lines 15x plus 8y minus 34 equal to 0 and another line 15x plus 8y plus 31 equal to 0. So we observe that when lines are parallel, their x and y coefficients are same, but the c coefficients are different. So we use the distance formula between two parallel lines, mod c1 minus c2 by square root of a square plus b square. Here a is 15, b is 8, c1 is minus 34, c2 is 31. So we just substitute in this equation where d will be this minus 34 minus 31 by square root 15 square plus 8 square and get the answer as 65 by 17. In this problem, we need to find equation of a line parallel to the line this and passing through the point minus 2 comma 3. So equation of a line passing through a point with slope m is, we know that it is y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1. So the point x1 y1 is given, but the slope is not given. So slope we will find, since this is parallel to this line, the slope of this line and the line to be required are same since they are parallel lines. So we'll find the slope of this line first. Then using this point, we'll compute the equation of the line through the formula y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1. So let us find the slope of this line. This line is 3x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0. We'll keep y on the one side and take all the terms there. So it becomes y equal to 3x by 4 plus 2 by 4. So this is in the form y equal to mx plus c, where slope is 3 by 4 and the intercept is half. Now using this slope as 3 by 4, the line required, since this is parallel to this, is same. So the slope also of that line is 3 by 4. So with slope 3 by 4 and passing through point minus 2 comma 3, we find the equation as y minus y1 equal to mx minus x1 and get the equation as 3x minus 4y plus 18 equal to 0. We need to find equation of a line perpendicular to this line and having x-intercept as 3. So what is the equation of a line is given by y equal to mx minus d, where d is intercept on x-axis, which is given 3. So we need to just find the slope and put it into this equation. We will get the final answer. But how do we get m? Since this is perpendicular to this line, we will find slope of this line. Then we know that slope of the perpendicular line will be minus 1 over m. So this is the slope m. Then the perpendicular to this line will have a slope of minus 1 over m. So that's what we'll do. How to get slope of this? We'll keep y here and take all the terms on the right hand side. So we'll get y equal to 1 by 7x plus 5 by 7. The slope of this line is 1 by 7. The slope of the line perpendicular to that will be minus 1 over 1 by 7, which is minus 7. Now we substitute minus 7 and 3 in this equation and get the final answer as y plus 7x equal to 21. The line through the points h, 3 and 4, 1 intersects the line at right angle. Find the value of h. So at right angles means the product of the slope of the two lines is minus 1. So we find the slope of this and slope of this equation through passing through 2 points. We multiply the two slopes and equate it to minus 1 and then compute h. So the slope of line passing through these 2 points is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So 1 minus 3 divided by 4 minus h. So which is minus 2 by 4 minus h. What is the slope of this line? We keep y on one side and take all the terms there. We get the equation as y equal to 7 by 9x minus 19 by 9. So slope is 7 by 9. This term, mx term. So we multiply this slope and equate it to minus 1 because the two lines are perpendicular. So 7 by 9 into minus 2 by 4 minus h is equal to minus 1. Solving this, we get h equal to 22 by 9. Find the equation of the right bisector of the line segment joining the point 3/4 and -1. What is right bisector means? It is not only perpendicular to the line joining these two points but also dividing this in equal parts. So it is passing through the midpoint of this. So what does it mean? If this is a line with points 3/4 here and B point as say -1/2 here. So what is the right bisector is passing perpendicular to this. So this point is the middle point. Middle point can, and these two are the extreme points 3/4 and -1/2. So the midpoint can be evaluated easily through midpoint value, that is 3 minus 1 divided by 2 and 4 plus 2/2. So the midpoint is 1/3, 1, 3. This is the midpoint. Now it is that this equation of this line we need to find, which is perpendicular to this line. So what is the slope of this line? The slope of this line is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 2 minus 4 divided by -1 minus 3, which is half. This if the slope of this line is half, the slope of this line which is perpendicular, that will be -1/half. -1/half is -2. So the slope of this vertical line is -2 and it is passing through the midpoint, which is 1, 3. We can use the equation y minus y1 equal to mx minus 1, where slope is -2 and the point is 1, 3, which is the midpoint. So we get the required equation as 2x plus y equal to 5. Friends, with this we conclude this video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much, friends.